Freitas leading the grid round to the start-finish line. Getting ready to line up and get race 3 underway.
As a question for you, Steve, am I right in saying that Freitas, he's our first Brazilian racer?
You know what? I think he is, as he lines up in the wrong grid spot.
I think he has, yes. He's gone wrong
the right,
side.
Everyone else behind waiting for him to...
Just sitting there. They're all just sitting there, waiting.
He's got himself lined up pretty nicely, but yeah, they're waiting for him because they've realised he's in the wrong one. Something has happened?
Oh, are we resetting here? I'm seeing
some reset. Something's going on with the lobby in that case.
Somebody has not changed the settings, so after all this waiting, we wait more.
Okay. Did someone disconnect? Because I know there is a single restart rule in every lobby. So if someone disconnects in the warm-up lap, they're allowed one kind of rehost of the lobby. So that could be what's happening here. Scott Morgan gone, so it could have been him affected.
Yes, Scott Morgan's gone, so it might have been him. Whether it's a disconnect, the fact there's a bit of a delayed exit, I'd say that seems more like a disconnect as opposed to like a internet dropout or a power cut.
Yeah. So just wait a second for him to come back in. Apologies to everyone for the delays here. I'd like to say normally it's not this long a delay, but
there he is. He's just returned.
Yeah, so it must have been just a lobby crash or something for him. So we'll get this back underway shortly. Make sure that we've readied up, ready to go. Yep. Scott Morgan, just waiting on him to get started, then we'll get race 3 underway.
He's now ready, so hopefully any moment now. There it is.
There we go, right.
Why you get nervous when the screen goes black?
Here we go.
I am now seeing a track with cars. There we go, panic over.
Number 2.
But this will be that's our final attempt, isn't it, Steve?
Yep, so if something goes wrong here, unless it's a actual kind of big problem, that will be...
obviously, if half the lobby disconnects, then that will be a forced one, but
yeah,
surely if it's now you get like a decent-sized accident now, that's it, no restart attempts. It's
decent-sized accident, wouldn't be a restart anyway. Unless it was on the warm-up lap, then it's a kind of more of a... We'll think about it, but no, if there's a big accident, it's a very good chance that it'll just be a...
As interestingly pulling away from the line, I don't know if you've just seen what I've just seen.
Come on.
Ferguson and Beale have just came together off the line.
Okay.
And Beale's just gone round, and in swinging his car back round, he's then smacked it against the pit wall.
Interesting.
I'm just doing a damage check
I was about to say, any damage check on that one?
It's 1.7 on the transmission.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem, that one then. That should be alright. Keep an eye on that one though. So it's one of those things he could, if he wanted to, ask to start from the pit lane.
This is the thing, that's with the like you say, that's not going to be a big enough thing to qualify for a restart for the lobby. I'd like to say that was just some messing around. I really would. And I just hope that wasn't dirty tactics there.
I'm confident, having we know Ferguson, we know him and Raidu get on very well. So my assumption is that it is
a bit of a laugh.
A bit of a laugh, as Sam Creek there had paused his game for a second and decided to overtake everyone. Just saw his car ghosting through.
Something going on at the back there.
Ooh.
As
I think we're okay, aren't we?
Screen just went black for a second there.
I think all is well. I think whatever's happened, it's all sorted out now.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say, for a moment in the background there, as obviously everyone was weaving around, it looked like Connor Lees had to do some majorly skillful avoiding, because it looked like an MG closing up very quickly on the back of a load of cars, and then my screen went black. So I'm seeing him still going and with no damage, so it looks like he managed to avoid it.
Yeah, it looks like there was a moment on the warm-up lap then for Kian Walsh. I just saw him facing the wrong way, so I think it's okay. They look like they get into the grid finally. Andre Freitas lining up on the right-hand side of the grid, left-hand side as we look at it. So he's on the
got it right
side
this time, has he? Oh, he's looking, thinking about it. And
it's one of those first time on pole. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it.
There we go.
Found the grid
spots. There we go, bud. So,
honourable mention to former OMA racer Ben Berenson. I've just seen the IKEA livery in second.
Yes, absolutely. In memoriam. No, not in memoriam. He's still alive. But here we go, though. Freitas and Ellis, first and second. Who's going to be the one to get the best getaway? Here they are off, and it's a great start from Freitas. No question marks on if he's holding that one. In fact, the question mark is going to be behind him. Ellis looks like he's dropped a little bit behind. Sam Creek got a really good start. He's up on his inside. Phil Garside tucked it behind as well. There's nearly 3 wide in the background. Oh, big slide from Freitas. He's going to lose that one. He's gone wide. He's dropping down the order. That's elevated Sam Creek to the lead. Freitas is right down towards 13th, 14th now, I think, at this point. Yeah, he is.
Still dropping backwards.
He's still dropping as he's trying to find his place on the grid. But what that's done is it's given... I was about to say Sam Creek the lead, but up in front you can see Alex Ellis has dove to the inside. Looks like he's got the inside line into the left, right, into the back sector here. Oh, Creek is holding it around the outside. You can hold it here. He will have the inside line to the right-hander.
Just settled for a 3 wide back there. No, we've gone back for a 4. It looks like at the back.
At the back. I will check that in a second. But now we can see Sam Creek up in first place, holding off some early attempts from Alex Ellis. Third place, by the way, Joe Turnell has made his appearance.
That was
all that.
That was a very, very heartbreaking first lap there for Andre Freitas. He's found himself down in 17th. Doesn't have to worry about relegation being race 3, but that is, from being on pole,
it's quite possible. It really is almost the worst possible start you could have had. He got away well, but it was just that braking zone into 2. Just seemed to catch him off guard. Here we go, though. Sam Creek leads the way across the line. Alex Ellis has definitely got a run in him, though. That slipstream coming in handy. Creek is going to just slot him behind, is he? Yeah, thought better of trying to go for an inside line, but into turn 2 then. Ellis in first place, and must be, a little tap on the back there from Creek. Must be noted, though, by the way, third place is Turnell, but fourth place is Sherlock, so those lot are straight back into the fight. Bringing out Patel alongside fifth place.
Not made any progress whatsoever.
There he is, down in 10th place. Keep an eye out for those climbing up. As Sam Creek up to the inside, looks to try and take second place, and looks like Turnell's going to try and follow him through. Has he managed to get the inside line on Ellis? He has not, but that is Sam Creek up back into first place. Just keeping a slight eye here on one of the TPR Fords. That is... I thought that was a move being made then by Sherlock as he looked to try and take third place off of Joe Turnell. Meanwhile, like you said, down in 10th place. Current championship Leo Ryan
almost got hung out to dry out wide there.
Yeah, he's just slotted in behind Garside at the moment. I think one of the problems he's got is right behind him, trying to kind of keep him honest, is Liam Ferguson's teammate, Dave German. So is he trying to just make some early... Oh, big slide down from German in the background. Is he trying to help his teammate out a little bit there and put him under pressure? Meanwhile, up at the front, on board here with Joe Turnell, as he's tucked in behind the Ford Focus of Alex Ellis. Behind him, you can see Sherlock looking to try and make a move around the outside. He's possibly going to try and line something up in turn one as the first and second side by side into two. Creek on the inside. Oh, big dive on the inside from Turk. As he nicked fourth place off of Sherlock, who might have. Meanwhile, up at the front, you can see Joe Turner and Alex Ellis side by side, going into the right left. Careful of that wall on that inside. That's Turnell up into second.
Just keep an eye on here. Ryan Beale might be about to go. No, yes, he's got inside the field Garside. Has he made it stick though? No, Garside's still there.
Might hang it around the outside here and just keep the inside line into the right-hander. Beale, you can see though. Is he going to get it under braking? He's got to be careful with the NWR car behind him there of Bradley Thornton. It looks like he's finally made that one stick. So upper place there for Ryan Beale.
Down a few places there, looked like Thibaut Gavomi looked like he had a bit of a slide on. He's dropped down to what, 8th. Liam Ferguson out to 5th looking at that.
Yeah, around at 3 wide, nearly 4 wide as they go to enter onto the... And Thibaut opportunistic around the outside to take Michael de Hesse. Those three get locked together.
And Brian Beale straight up the inside of them along with Phil Garside.
So those three, as they get locked in together, let's put Garside up into 6th place. Ferguson is now down in 9th. De Hesse and De Bomi are 10th and 11th, almost side by side here. I told you, they're nearly 4 wide coming down this stretch here. Kean Walsh is involved in this as well. Who's going to be brave into turn 1? They're 3 wide behind Ferguson. Walsh looks like he's chopped across a lot of them to take 10th place.
Big slide there for Beale, big slide for Beale, he's out wide. And he's getting caught up in this melee here.
Oh, they're managing to keep everyone on the road here. There's a little bit wide in the background, but they're all still running. Let's have a look further back. Andre Freitas finds himself up in 16th place now as he looks to go up the inside of Thibaut Depomi, who's dropped all the way down to 16th now as a result of all this.
There was a big dive there. I think that was Curtis Warner at the back. And out wide from Freitas.
Yeah, it's just been shuffled wide there. I think they went 3 wide into the left-hander and there wasn't really the space for it. Meanwhile, up to the front, Joe Turnell leads the way. He's got past Alex Ellis. He's got past Sam Creek into first place. Ellis is, of course, in 3rd.
Something to note here, Steve. I've just noticed the 2 VXR liveried cars. Dave German, Liam Ferguson, running in stern now. Are they going to pull each other along?
Yeah, 6 and 7 for the pair. They've got a little bit of a gap back to Garside, who... Oh, squirrely exit there for Ferguson.
Big smack into the wall there. There's a big smack into the wall at the back of that pack there. I think...
Is it Thibaut Depomi? He looks like he's the one dropping back.
I think that was Kean Walsh. It was the Astra.
Ooh, okay, Kean Walsh, let's check on him then.
It's under attack from Connor Lease.
Here's Lease up the inside into turn 1. I think Walsh has managed to keep it going. He might have just lost the rhythm.
Yeah, there's no
damage
damage
to keep an eye on though, because he's dropped back considerably down to 22nd place.
Behind that, just something I've just noticed, down in 15th place there.
Yeah, de Hesse.
A lot further back than I was expecting to see him. Have we missed something there?
I think he's just been... He was involved in that 3 wide with Ryan Beale was involved in that kind of shuffled cars around and got Ferguson through, so I wonder if he just hasn't recovered from that one. Meanwhile, up at the front 4 are looking to make their escape.
Something else I've noticed, Steve.
There's
been a switch around with the VXR pair, because Liam Ferguson's now ahead of Dave German.
There has. Has that been a planned switch? It'd be way too early for that kind of decision, but I wonder if Ferguson has gone...
I mean, Ferguson's already starting to reel in there on...
Is that a phrase I want to say? Drag you off? I don't know if I do. Yeah, Liam Ferguson, I can see 6th place.
He's
The 3
in
FSR entries together here. Obviously, the teammates of Ferguson and German, and obviously Phil Garside tucked in behind him. That Cinch Cars Racing is part of the same stable as these two, but meanwhile, Ferguson now, he looks like he's got a really good run on Albuquerque down into the start-finish line.
I do think Albuquerque did clip the wall coming onto the banking.
Yes, he's probably got bad exit. Ferguson up the inside, made it easy into turn 1. Up into 5th place now for him. Meanwhile, behind all that, you can see just tucked in behind Phil Garside. Massive dive on Dave German. He's not going to make that stick. No, Phil Garside's gone slightly wide now. He's lost out.
Ryan Beale takes advantage up to 8th.
He's playing the calm game as Beale. He's just edging up, just taking the positions as he can. But the problem is, these kind of, this pack here up to 5th have got is that the front 4 are just edging away now. You can see it's Ferguson sat in 5th place. His goal is to try and catch up with this front 4 of Turnell, obviously Turnell in 1st, 2nd place Sam Creek, 3rd place for Alex Ellis, and 4th place is Jason Sherlock. So it's these 4 make their way through the back sector onto the straight as they make their way towards the banking. Down at the bottom there, I've just noticed that Carl Cully's dropped back about a second, and along with him is Clement Marceau. Further up though, move made by Michael De Hezi.
I've been watching that. De Hezi's been rotating positions there quite a bit with Cian Walsh. They've spent the last half an lap, it seems, side by side. We may have a change for 4th, Steve.
Yep, just watching that now. Off the inside, through the banking did go Jason Sherlock. However, I was about to say the slipstream from the 1st and 2nd was being given to 4th place, but it didn't look like it made a difference.
Just noticing, Ferguson seems to be slowly creeping up on these this front 4 pack.
It's definitely one to
He is
keep an eye on.
bringing out Turk with him.
I was about to say, bring Turk with him. Those two. I think this is a good showing from Creek. I will make that comment, because so far we've had, in the first 2 races, we've had what looked like a solid front 6, and Creek right now is showing he belongs as part of that front 6. So,
I've still seen Alex Ellis up here though as well. So obviously he's up there mixing at the top.
That's a fair point. Yeah, my apologies. I saw the CQR of his name, and for a minute was confusing him with De Hezi, who we've seen up here this entire term, who of course, as mentioned, is sat down in 14th place. But I just want to have a quick look though at this train that's building up behind Ryan Beale.
Oh, Steve, we may have a change for 2nd now.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was Creek and Sherlock side by side. A little bit of contact between the pair as they went low, but then Creek managed to hold on to it.
They've both got a bit of a run here. They've both got a bit of a run.
Surely not a move on turn here. There's a little dab of the brakes there by Creek as he went into turn 1, and that's given an opportunity possibly for Sherlock.
Sherlock, and he's taking it.
He's taking it. Is that going to be a switch back? Creek looking.
Oh, slide there from Sherlock, it looked like.
Side by side through the right left. They don't want to give that one up. Oh, he's hit knock on the wall there for Creek. That's going to give Ellis an opportunity to get the pair of them, I think.
There's no damage. There's no damage on the Sherlock car.
Oh, he's managed to get away with that one. However, look behind them. Here comes Ferguson, Turk and Beale. The 3 of them have seen that battling and are slowly making their way. Still side by side though, this pair.
Can Turnell make a break?
Creek,
No.
3rd and 4th.
He's got a 2nd gap now. Can he make the break?
This is his opportunity. I think this is the time he's got to really put the pedal down, make the most of this gap he's
only
built.
that, look behind now for Turk. Look who's caught up.
Yeah, he's got Ryan Beale on his tail as well. This battle that there was about... Yeah, there was just the 4 of them fight it out, and as we said before though, a little bit of battling and it can bring others in, and we're almost looking at a battle for 2nd place between 6 drivers soon, as the gap to Turnell drops to below a 2nd, so we have to keep an eye on the fight back from Sherlock.
Just looking at 2 cars that look like they've got good runs in this pack here, and it looks like one of them, Ryan Beale's, about to make a move.
Just keeping an eye on Turk, keeping him honest. Is he going to go for an inside dive under braking? Not this time. I think this is something I'm noticing of Beale. He's very calm. He seems to just slot behind and wait for his opportunities.
We've got to bear in mind the lap counter. Time is running out. They want to make that move. Could have a move if 4th. Do we? No, gap was getting smaller, just not enough straight.
Just kind of run out on them, didn't it? And again, must make a good comment though. Ellis and Creek doing really well here in 3rd and 4th. Not that I'm expecting them to, you know, be down in the doldrums, but from what we've seen so far,
Ferguson's right on them, right on the pair of them.
And the pair are almost going side by side here, and that's not really giving Ferguson an opportunity to overtake. He's kind of having to wait for a gap to open as the pair of them fight away.
Thought for a minute Ferguson was going to hang it round. We said Turner was going to make a break for it.
It's not worked, does it? Don't know if he's made a mistake or if the pace that Sherlock has just caught up with him. But he's getting dragged back into the clutches of this battle, and it could be looking at a 7-car fight for first place as we round the corner, ready to make our way to start lap 11. Has Sherlock got a run?
Sherlock's got the run here.
I think he has, hasn't he? It's got a really defensive line from Turner. He doesn't want to give the opportunity at all to see farther back. 2 cars side by side. I think that's Creek and Ferguson. Maybe with Ellis as well. The 3 of them actually. Oh, but Turner keeps hold of it. Oh, squirrely there.
Ferguson's going to go for it.
He's just ran up. He's ran weed. He's ran weed. He's ran wide. Has Turner and Sherlock's gone for the inside. There's a swap for the lead. Oh, then a little bit of contact as the pair of them make the way through the turn. Oh, hold on to it, Turner.
We nearly went 3 wide there behind Steve, and look who's coming up now. Look who's up the inside of Liam Ferguson.
Ryan Beale makes his way up into 5th, 6th, battling away with Ferguson. Yeah, it was a huge moment up in front for 2nd place though. The pair of Sherlock and Turnell side by side.
Just had a bit of glue, Forza glue there between Beale and Turk.
Looks like they've got away with that one. Yeah. Meanwhile, all this is doing though is giving a good opportunity here for Ellis and Creek to continue holding on to 3rd and 4th. Up at the front, Sherlock, now he's taking the lead. Is he going to be the one to try and make the gap?
Just noticed, sorry, we've been distracted by this. Thibaut de Bomi's dropped to a long way back.
Well, right, he has. I think we've missed a moment back there, I think.
He is quite badly damaged. He is quite badly damaged. So we've missed that one. But
yeah,
with this battle up in front, Bill's making a run here on Ferguson.
Also further back for the battle for 9th, Bradley Thornton's got a run on Phil Garside going up into turn 1. He's found himself on the outside line. He's made it stick before the corner.
Bill's made it stick. Bill has got ahead of Liam Ferguson. We've got side by side for 3rd and 4th now.
Oh, Creek nearly lost it then. Looks like he's just held on to it, but he's going to lose places to Beale and maybe Ferguson at the same time in the process. Yeah, he's managed to slide for Ferguson, so that's not what Ferguson needs. As Albuquerque, you can see in 7th place, just hanging on to the back of this. Yeah, Thibaut de Bomi has put himself in the pit, so that's to fix whatever damage he had there.
I'm just saying, Steve, 2.5 laps left. Can it happen? Can Ryan Beale make 3 places in 2.5 laps?
I think the gaps that are building between 1st and 2nd and 2nd and 3rd, I want to say it's a bit too tall an order, but I've been wrong before.
Can you remember the last time we had a driver win all 3 races in one night?
You really tested me with that one. I want to say it would be... I don't think it happened last season. I really don't think it happened last season.
There may be a run here. There may be a run from Beale for 3rd.
It's got around the outside.
Oh, that's a squeeze.
He's been held out a little bit by Joe Turner, who's actually giving him a pull as well, but what? The inside. Held the inside line, did Ellis?
Does he run deep?
I think he's managed to just hold that. Yes, he has. Alex Ellis still sat there in 3rd place. Behind them, as you can see, obviously it's Ryan Beale, and then you've got the pair of Ferguson and Creek in 5th and 6th. So here on the penultimate lap, further back though, the battle for 8th place. Look at this 3-way fight going on. Well, there's more than 3 cars in this. Phil Garside up the inside of Bradley Thornton. A little bit run wide there for De Hesse. He's not having the greatest of times here in race 3. That puts Robin Walters into 9th, but this battle going on for 8th. Cars all over the place trying to find space. This battle rages all the way down to 17th, I want to say. Yes, it does. And it's just cars looking for space, looking for a gap, looking for just a spot to land, if anything. These three here of Walters, Thornton and... Oh, it's a hezzy diving on the inside. Dave German's involved in this as well. These lot are just...
Bill's making another run on Ellis.
Oh, a bit of contact in the
Going
back.
into the final lap here.
Here we go though. Entering the final lap. Ryan Beale finds himself in 3rd place. Up at the front though, leading the way.
Oh, big slide from Beale.
He's lost that place back to Ellis, I think, hasn't he? Yep. Here we go though. Jason Sherlock sat there in 1st place. Great drive to get himself to this point.
Won't be a hat-trick for Ryan Beale, but it'll be a hat-trick for the TPR team.
Yeah. Great start to the championship for them as it stands. Behind them you can see that it is Joe Turnell, still sat in 2nd place. Great drive from him as well, let's not forget that. And then behind Turnell is what is now really a 5-car scrap for 3rd place, that position on the podium. Ellis will do everything in his power to keep hold of that one. Ferguson, he just wants a position on Beale. Further back, the fight for 8th place is still raging on, you can see. Here we go though.
We could have a drag race to the line here, Steve. We're shaping up for another one here. I've known Beale's been getting some very good runs onto this straight.
Oh, you look
through
like
the banking.
See if he's got the exit. He's got a good exit there, I think. That's not the greatest of exits from Ellis. Oh, he's not got the greatest of that exits there as Alex Ellis. Meanwhile, up at the front, about to cross the line. I won't show him on screen because the fight for 3rd is too good, but
is Ferguson going to stick
Ferguson's going to try and get the pair of them as well, but the win for the race does go to Jason Sherlock. 2nd place to Joe Turnell, 3rd place in the end. Oh, it's Ryan Beale. It's Ryan Beale who takes it.
That was 3 wide. As more cars just pile into the turn 1 barrier.
The carnage of turn 1. Thanks admin.
And then you watch them plough into turn 2 with broken steering.
What a drive that was. Great start to the season. So that podium, Alex Ellis did everything he could to hold on to that one. There we go, at the back. 22nd place. Thibaut Damomi. Real unfortunate for him. But he's going to come home in 22nd. It's just rounding the final corner now. It's important points he's getting. Could count towards the end. But let's not take away though. The TPR Fords lay down the marker.
I need to see the official result for that drag race, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Where is it? 8 thousandths.
That
You've got to feel for Ellis coming out onto the final banking in 3rd, crossing the line in 5th.
The exit was, you just saw him get that little bit squirrely through the final corner, and you just looked and went, no, he's been perfect up till that point. Such a good drive from him, and then, yeah, took that home straight, and it just wasn't to be. Yeah, confirmation of the results though. Look at that lap time. Look at that final, the final times there. Yeah, Jason Sherlock takes the win in race 3, followed by a really good, well-driven drive by Joe Turnell. Ryan Beale nicks the podium off of Ellis at the end, with Liam Ferguson getting involved as well. 300ths between the 3 of them.